bridge to his car to slingshot across the ravine and avoid falling down and dying, and then detaches and lives.
Okay.
Scenario 2. Dom Toretto, in a fight against 15 men, gains superhuman strength and pulls down a concrete ceiling to kill everyone and survives the incident in a Hulk-like maneuver.
Holy shit. This movie rules.
Option 3, Ludacris goes to space in a Pontiac. Now, which scenario is fake?
Holy shit. This is
Holy
very
shit.
well crafted because I feel like option 3 is a red herring because this somehow happens in the movie and I need to believe it. Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to be fooled by that and say, well, it's obviously that one. But I'm going to go out on a limb on a metagame here and say that did happen, number 3.
Yeah.
So it's between number
right.
1 and number 2.
Yeah.
And I feel like the second one just can't be a thing. So I'm gonna say option 2 is the fake one.
Now, this is going to fuck you up. They're all real.
All three happened.
way.
all three actually happened. It was fucking.
my
I have
God.
never been to a movie where this many people in the crowd verbally were like, "Oh, come on!"
Really?
Like that many times.
Yeah.
Literally, like 20 times. Someone in the movie would just go, "Oh, all right, come on."
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know
That's
that
crazy.
you know that thing Ludwig does in movies where like everybody else is quiet and then he'll just let a laugh
Oh,
rip.
I got it. He goes, ha! There's one
Yeah.
big.
Now the-
Yeah,
Dude,
like
I
that.
hate you.
This movie made multiple people do that.
yeah.
Like he wasn't the only person doing that in this theater. It was the whole movie was random incidents of people like this.
And you
I
know,
can't
and you know
believe
what?
they did
And you know what? That movie was a masterpiece. I think it was
I mean, it
unironically
sounds
good.
sick.
I think it was
Are
so
you serious?
sick. Yeah.
This is the divide.
Oh, here we go.
They've
It's
taken
American Ultra all over again.
They've
I'm gonna
taken it too
clock you.
far.
I'm with Aiden. We should watch Avengers Endgame again. I'm tired of these fast movies.
He was so mad at me after the podcast.
I just
by
want
the
a
way.
movie that's about real issues, like whether or not we need Facebook. We should watch The Social Network.
He was like, "Oh, by the way, that conversation didn't happen that way, and you always bring it up that it did happen that way." I'm like, "Yes, it did. You said it was one of your favorite movies," and he's like, "Well, what does that
All right.
mean?"
I
And I'm
actually,
like, top 5.
This is short, and I promise. I came up with concrete proof to prove that the conversation never happened the way you think it did, because when we talked about this the very first time, I told you my actual top 3 movies, number 2 of which is Arrival, and then you go on your rant about how the short story of Arrival is shit.
He does that every time.
And that's how I know we had that conversation, because you explained that to me in that conversation.
Okay,
I
I will
do
not
say
let
a
the
lot.
viewers listen to the Social Network argument
All right,
again.
yes, yes,
Any,
yes.
no, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
But
All right.
Fast
But
Nine.
I want to go back to Fast
Nine.
9. It was my breaking point, because I think my last Fast 7 we skipped 8, admittedly.
We
Oh,
did.
you guys watched it all together, yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We never watched 8, but 7 is like it's
7, 8,
crazy
9.
and it's over the top. But I think it's like it's still within the realm of like they know what they're doing and this is fun. But this movie, it's like it's so much and there's so little tension because you know at no point will any of these characters actually suffer any consequences.
So you thought
anymore.
in the other one when they shot a car across 2 buildings in Dubai, that was fine.
that was.
But now that
was swag.
Ludacris is in space,
No,
I-
but
I
see,
got a
that was,
problem.
that was the
Not swag
hold on.
about
That was
that.
like the climax of like the insane moments of that movie, right? But the Dubai or the Abu Dhabi, it's Abu Dhabi,
Bro.
Abu Dhabi scene happens like 8 times in this movie. It just happens
Yeah.
over and over
faith
and over.
like,
faith
higher.
ain't numbers, Aiden.
It's true.
Well, like I
What
see
he
his
said.
point. I will say, it's like there's 2 routes. Like one, they need to start actually killing people off.
Yeah.
So that like you actually feel invested.
which they started doing.
Or 2,
Well-
they just like
well.
keep everyone and it's power.
That's the
creep.
great thing about Fast 9 is
They didn't kill
a
anybody.
large character comes back.
Really?
No
Yes,
leaks.
a
I don't
very
wanna spoil.
significant
Oh,
character.
yeah.
And they're still contending with the fact that they didn't actually kill off Paul Walker's character. So they talk about him all the
Yeah.
time as if he exists.
Hey, remember
And he's-
when he said,
dude,
"Cuh"?
his I forget her name. What's something Toretto? What's her name?
The girlfriend of Dom or
No.
Dom
Her-
Toretto's
Dom's
sister.
Dom's sister.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Who was Paul Walker's girlfriend.
It's like Nina or something.
She shows up in this movie and she's just like, yeah, kids are at home with Paul.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And,
is
and they
weird.
have to keep bringing him up. They
Yeah.
they will always
Someone's gotta
have to live.
ch- someone's
with
gotta
the
check on the
tension of
kids.
keeping him
You know
alive.
what? I bet he had a multi-picture deal, and someone still has to get paid.
No, it's definitely that they just don't want to kill him
They
off.
don't want it to be sad.
off screen because they didn't want to kill him. It makes sense they didn't kill him in Fast 7. It'd be weird if they killed him and he actually died.
Yeah, it would be. I will say that would be really rude. Like I don't think that's
Especially
cool.
because
Shout
of
out-
how he
but-
died.
Shout
That's
out to
why
his
it's bad.
brother for finishing the movie for him. That's got to be so
That's
hard.
actually
Yeah.
crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say about Fast 9 is it's like it's kind of like if Dragon Ball Z because they has like a power creep issue if it just became One Punch Man,
Okay.
and I think that's fine. It's just like
Well,
absurd
the-
and like it's gonna happen, but it's still fun to watch.
There's an element of like so Transformers 3 there's like when Transformers came out I was like, oh shit, these robots are crazy, bro. And it's like Transformers 2 is like 2.5 hours, and Transformers 3 I remember watching it in theaters and it was so much robot fighting that you're kind of tired of it, and it's
Yeah.
like there needs to be a feeling of tension because
Yeah.
if everything is going to be sick and crazy, nothing is.
That's how I felt about this movie. That's exactly
think
how
that's
I
a
feel.
good
About
No,
it.
because
way to think
Aiden
about
still
it.
enjoyed when Ludacris went into space
I didn't enjoy that.
in a Pontiac.
so
That's
why not?
crazy.
Because
Can I
I
spoil it? This is a huge spoiler.
Yeah, sure, you can spoil.
Okay, hold on. If you don't want Fast 9 to be spoiled to you, close your ears for 15 seconds.
Okay, when they go into space, they have this extensive conversation about how all options are exhausted and they're going to do something insane that will kill themselves. They talk about this for a long time. They finally do the thing, which is ramming their spaceship into another like space station, and they're just totally fine.
someone's going to click on 15 seconds on the dot and then hear that sentence.
Yeah, that was the biggest spoiler. You did not clutch the 15-second mark.
No.
He was counting on his. You don't care
Because this was
'Cause
important.
spoilers.
No, because
And
there was a
the
study
movies
in
made it irrelevant.
2006 that
you couldn't
proved.
spoil this movie if you tried because there are no consequences to any action.
Dude,
Okay.
There's this amazing line in that part when he looks over at Ludacris and he's like, "You got to have faith." And Ludacris is like, "Faith ain't numbers." And
Yeah.
that'll stay
and
with me
that's
forever.
true. Well, yeah.
The dialogue is actually insane.
Yeah.
Is there a? I remember. Was it Fast 6 with The Rock?
Yeah.
Where he's extremely sweaty and moist. Is there a moist character in this one?
No, I didn't notice as much sweat.
Because
I
Dwayne
feel like
Johnson
they're
is like
they're all varying
perpetually
levels
wet.
of moist the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know when Dwayne Johnson steps on the ground, stomps the ground so hard that it cracks in that one movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, think that, but every 10 seconds in this one.
And also John Cena's in it.
And also John
Oh.
Cena's in it.
And he has a sick chin.
He's his brother. He's Vin Diesel's brother.
Does he speak
All
Chinese?
right, enough Fast 9 spoilers.
Wait, my last
We're just
Oh,
going
I
over
really
the
did
summary.
spoil
My
that
last
one.
thing about a Fast and the Furious franchise, I remember the last one I saw in theaters, I believe, was like Fast 5 or something. And we like drive to the movie theater that's showing it. It's like an hour drive, and there's this guy, and we're sitting.